Hey everybody, this is Daryl at Big Bang Toys, Comics, and Games.
And this is Aaron.
And we're here to talk
comics.
New comics for the week of June 17th, 2015.
That's not actually today.
No.
Right now.
No.
But it will be by the time.
We are currently in the DeLorean flying on the time stream of awesomeness.
It's like Chrononauts. We got chrono suits underneath these Big Bang shirts.
That's right.
If you were reading Chrononauts, you'd know what I was talking about.
I would, but I know there's a DeLorean in there.
There isn't more. It was the last issue.
Speaking of time, DC has finally come out of convergence. All the universes intact, although not as cool as Secret Wars. Many will agree. I'm not going to knock convergence. Speaking of which, 50% off sale on all convergence titles right now. Use the code Warlord15. Ends June 24th. Buy them up now. World's Finest is one of those series I'm definitely going to get.
Excelente. It has some Shining Knight in there.
And Vigilante. The original.
Paul Levitz.
The original Vigilante.
Paul
Levitz, it can't be bad.
He's always good, man. He was like the Wonder Kid. 16, he was right.
Was it the Paul Levitz paradigm?
Yeah, the Paul Levitz paradigm. You do a main plot, and then you have several subplots. Subplot B gets worked in the first main plot, and you have subplot C, and then it comes in. You know, it's like B will be the main plot of the second issue, C will become the next main subplot, and as it works through.
Yeah, and that's how you keep a story going and a book being really interesting.
If you're looking at writing, you should be checking out the How to Write the DC Way, written by Denny O'Neil, where he explains the Levitz paradigm.
Speaking of Paul Levitz, let's jump into DC and their new number ones coming out this month, starting with Dr. Fate.
I'm getting it. It's Paul Levitz, man, and Dr. Fate. You don't get too many times when Dr. Fate.
Did you catch that transition?
It was a great transition.
It's a great transition. We can't do that all the time.
No, we can't. We're just not that good.
Anyway.
You won't get Dr. Fate comic book too much, and I'd say this will probably get canceled by like 8 issues. Because usually the good ones do.
Hate to say it, but it's possible. But either way, it's about a med student who is the new Dr. Fate. Either way, I'm intrigued that Dr. Fate's one of my favorite characters from DC Comics, and yes, you heard me say that.
Mm-hmm.
I love the old Justice Society of America. The Jeff Johns, David Goyer run was tremendous in the late 90s and early 2000s.
I will agree.
It's on the recommended reading section right now if you want to try it. It's before anyone knew who Jeff Johns was. So, but anyway, great concept. Dr. Fate #1. Paul Levitz writing it. I think it's got immense potential.
It'll probably be one of the best books that DC puts out.
It's going to be my DC pick of the week, besides my next book, Robin, Son of Batman #1.
No.
It's Patrick Gleason did the art.
I kind of want to check it out.
An artist does a lot of the pacing and visual storytelling, as he did with Peter Tomasi in Batman and Robin.
And he's been working with Tomasi for a while.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm sure he's picked up something.
He's got to have picked up something.
So Robin, Son of Batman looks really cool, and also, if DC's promos are on time, we'll have Robin masks as a free promo for those that buy the book.
You know what else that's cool is coming out this week?
What else?
Justice League of America.
By Brian Hitch.
And they're going to be
Cinematic Justice League.
The Krypton God Rao.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And they said Batman actually is going to be have humor in the book.
Whoa.
No. Kind of like I think it's going to be kind of like the Garth Ennis Punisher humor. You know how everything happens around him, and he's so deadpan serious, it's funny.
Yeah, I can see that.
Brian Hitch said that Batman will be an element of humor in his book, which for me is refreshing. So,
you want to know another good book coming
what's
out?
Another good book?
Martian Manhunter. Read the preview. I'm down with this.
I tried Omega Man #1. I really liked it. I'm probably going to be, that's going to be one of those books I get trades on. But Martian Manhunter, I dig the character. I hope it's a good book.
Me too, because I got Hellblazer from last week. I'm not happy. It's gone. See you later.
So you're dropping it. Why?
It's just, it seems like it's not Constantine. And I don't like the art. I will say, I just really don't like the art.
Who does the art?
I don't know, but it looks like Sunday morning cartoon paper stuff.
Oh, wait, it's James Tynion IV and Mike Doyle.
Yeah, but Tynion, when I saw the website, they just listed Mike Doyle.
Interesting.
You don't know Constantine, Mr. Doyle. Sorry.
So we're dropping it. So we'll do a collective.
You're gone. And I suspect Doomed is going to be that way, too.
Okay, Doomed. About a teenage doomsday. Written by Scott Lobdell. It's already 2 strikes against it, Aaron, but this could be one of those books that's canceled in 6 issues. I'm going to say 5 or 6 issues this book's gone.
If not, then it should be.
Bob Harris, what are you doing? Stop hiring your old X-Men buddies from Marvel in the 90s. All right, Scott Lobdell, just keep him on Red Hood and Arsenal, and maybe they'll have a chance.
Let's get back to positive stuff, though. We have
Sorry.
Superman, Wonder Woman.
Okay, I'm intrigued by this Truth storyline. Very intrigued.
I'm into it. Batman Superman was really, really good. So was Batman. Surprisingly, I've been
Gundam.
on the fence.
What do you call him?
Gundam Gordon.
Gundam Gordon.
Gordon even makes fun of the suit, though. Refers to it as having bunny ears.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I thought it was Captain
great.
Carrot.
Yeah, it was really good. Like, Gordon was not quick to jump into that suit, and he is wearing an actual Batman costume while he's inside of it, so that helps. They even addressed what
cool.
age he is, because it did make him look
How
younger.
old is Gordon?
He's like in his 40s.
Okay, because he still has red hair.
Yeah, but they shaved the mustache off and made him look too young. But they addressed pretty much everything I had an
He
issue
kind of
with.
looks like Guy Gardner back when like Guy Gardner with that military haircut.
Yeah, it was a lot like that. But I think they did a good job. And so far, Superman, this whole story's playing out in kind of a mystery in a way. Like, why all this happened, and so it's almost done in a Tarantino way, where you're getting certain pieces out of order as far as time goes, but you're getting it that way on purpose. So far, I think they're crafting everything very well. And speaking of the changes, we also have Wonder Woman 41. And if you guys read the annual, you really should have, because it's one of the best annuals DC has put out. The confrontation between Wonder Woman and Donna Troy was awesome. She had a really good speech, and I do believe we'll be seeing Donna Troy again, but as we knew her.
Oh, really? How's that going?
Just, learning lessons. Wonder Woman proved why she is Wonder Woman, and actually, you could tell she got through to Donna Troy at the end of it.
Interesting.
I think what this was about was Donna Troy was always cool, but let's be honest, her origin was terrible.
Yes.
She was just basically cloned from Wonder Woman, essentially.
Out of clay. But now
she's still clay.
But now Wonder Woman is the daughter of Zeus.
Yes,
which I
and
thought was
Donna
a
Troy is
great
now
change.
made out of clay to challenge Wonder Woman. It's a much better origin for what they did here, and I have to say Meredith Finch is knocking it out of the park. I was actually more excited about Wonder Woman coming back in after Convergence than Superman and Batman.
Interesting.
That's never happened.
I dropped it with Meredith Finch came on the book. Azarillo's run was so good, but hey,
She's held her
that
own.
doesn't mean the follow-up writer isn't any good. For me, Wonder Woman, I might check her out when I don't know. Something's gonna have to bring me back.
Wonder Woman has actually been one of the most consistent titles since the New 52 beginning. I'd say Batman, Wonder Woman, Action Comics.
Aquaman's been
Justice
pretty
League.
good.
Aquaman too.
Aquaman's been up there. I mean, Jeff Jones is a hard act to follow, but Jeff Parker, I thought he did a really good job.
I'm curious
Still,
about Cullen
now it's
Bunn.
Cullen Bunn, who
Yeah.
does great villains.
Great stuff.
So anyway,
Excellent take.
I have to admit, I'm actually intrigued about Aquaman.
Oh, I keep saying it.
Excellent. I think it's because I say it. Oh
I thought I picked it up from some Kevin Smith.
no. Are we rolling?
Oh, no.
We're not rolling. No Limp Bizkit today. I don't like them either. But anyway, moving on. Black Canary #1. The Black Canary is like part of a rock band. And part of the promo pieces this week that come out with her book is like a promo rock band poster. And I said rock band, but you know what I mean. It's like an indie concert poster thing. Black Canary, I don't know. We'll see. I say try it. Give it a shot. If you like the character, give it a shot. And lastly, Prez No.
You got two more.
Harley Quinn and Power Girl #1 from the team.
That's pretty cool.
It's a 6-issue miniseries of them teaming up, which they play off one another well. And then I think there's Prez #1, which is actually where a teenage president based off an old 70s DC property, retold, remodernized, where the president is voted in by Twitter followers, and how she's going to change the world. It's a 12-issue maxi series. To my knowledge, I don't know, but it could be one of those books that might be an interesting story, but it might be one of the trades.
I'm not interested, but I do realize that DC is really trying to pull in younger readers, and they're some of the changes they're making that I'm not into is for that reason. And hey, I think you got to do what you got to do to keep comic books alive. So
Yep.
I realize I'm at an age to where some things just don't.
See, for every every 10th Batman book that comes out, it helps pay for the book like Prez.
Yeah.
So for all the criticism we give, hey, why does Batman have 10 titles, or why does Spider-Man or Superman have 4 titles, or whatever it is?
And so I can read books like Captain Atom and OMAC and
Yeah.
Infinity Man.
So those books kind of help pay to get those others started. Essentially, that's the idea. You get what I'm saying.
We're Batman in the ground. I don't care. Now we got Gundam Gordon.
That's right. By the way, speaking of DC Comics, Green Arrow number 41, we'll recommend. Really good.
Oh, man,
Book you definitely want to check up on.
Great.
Really good book. So it's like, even though I haven't written DC off, I'm willing to try these jumping on points. I like Green Arrow much better than I did Green Lantern. So.
Yes.
And I like Green Lantern. So.
I have long hair, and I'm like, what the heck is Hal Jordan doing with long hair? That's just not right.
Star-Lord!
Yeah, exactly.
Long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, the Star Wars saga began, and Kenner continues the excitement.
Chewbacca's
Roar! It's C-3PO that you can take apart, and other action figures each sold separately.
Take me to Han Solo and Princess Leia. What happened? Han, Leia, sneak attack. I'm all in pieces. What a mess. Put him down, Chewie. How's that, C-3PO? Wonderful.
Han Solo, C-3PO with backpack, and other action figures each sold separately from Kenner Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
Anyway, we'll jump to Independence real quick. Independence, Dark Horse has a key favorite, Archie vs. Predator number 3, where the Archie characters are all offed one at a time by the Predator. Who won't like that?
I just want to see Jughead die. I heard he's not dead yet, and I'm kind of disappointed in him.
Anyway, check that out. Archie vs.
Should have died first.
Well, also, Ghostbusters Gets Real. It's where the Ghostbusters cross over with the real Ghostbusters cartoon characters that weren't quite as
No, they really weren't much
Ghostbustery.
like them.
Yeah, so it's a crossover between the two. It's a 4-issue miniseries from IDW. Image has some cool titles this week. We got Secret Identities number 5, where essentially it's like the villain. There's a villain posing as a hero who's infiltrated the team and gradually trying to unravel all their secrets. Actually, a surprise book from J. Farber. Manifest Destiny number 15.
I mean, a lot of people love this book, and for good reason. I still have not caught up, but
Read the Trade.
Trees by Warren Ellis, which is one of my favorite guys. And my pick, independent pick, it'd be 2, Nameless, obviously, but that's a given. Injection, man. Injection. 2 issues in, and it's one of my favorite things, because there's something in that lab people want really bad, and we don't know what it is.
And these books actually came out last week, and they're probably still on the shelf. So
Hopefully.
get them.
Get Injection.
Also, there's Lazarus number 17, which we've spoken a lot about.
Yes.
So if you haven't read it already, you should have.
It's Greg Rucka. It's the same team that did Winter Soldier. Come on, why aren't you buying it?
Anyway, you got Revival number 30, Southern Bastards number 9,
Oh, man. You know who that is.
Jason Who Can't Do No Wrong.
Aaron.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
We'll get to him in a minute with Marvel. And lastly, one of the trades you want to check out is Drifter Volume 1 from Image Comics. Drifter, a really cool book. I've spoken about it before in previous videos. A new trade, you look for a new trade tryout this week. Ivan Brandon and the art is really cool. Get Drifter Volume 1.
Try it.
Try it!
Why aren't you going to read it?
Most likely it's $9.99 because most Image trades are $9.99 in the first volume.
That's another thing to love about Image. It's kind of why I'm going to reading trades with some of it, but there's certain people, like if it's Morrison, Brubaker, Rucka, or Ellis, I'm on board.
Also, you got Bloodshot Reborn number 3 from Valiant Comics, Jeff Lemire. Really cool book. Valiant actually has a cool storyline coming out called Book of Death. Long story, but if you don't know the Valiant characters, the Geomancer, there's a book that pretty much tells the whole Valiant universe history from beginning to end, and they come from the future. There's a villain that has defeated everyone, and this one Geomancer brings this book to modern day to help prevent this one villain who I already know who it is. It's a famous Valiant Universe villain that's behind it all. That basically they're trying to kill all the Valiant heroes die, but this one Geomancer is trying to save things. Book of Death coming out later in July. Actually looks like a cool Valiant Universe epic to try.
I've heard a lot of praise for both that and Ninjak.
Yeah, Ninjak's really good. I was blown away by Ninjak. Super cool book. One of my favorites. From it's that and Bloodshot are the only 2 I read right now, but Book of Death looks cool.
I'm going to get the trades.
Get the trades.
Get the trades.
So let's jump to Marvel, Aaron.
Marvel.
Speaking of, we'll get to Brian in just
Great.
the Great Marvel. Where I don't get a royalty check this week, but first up, Armor Wars.
I'm getting my check this week. It was Secret Wars is better than Convergence. I'll admit. Convergence, I'm still happy with what was accomplished out of it. It just wasn't executed very well.
Right. Armor Wars number 2. Did you read it?
I haven't read 2. I read 1. Yes.
Okay. I've talked about it enough in previous videos, but basically the Spider-Man in the universe is dead. Why? Because he found out there was a cure for this disease that requires everyone to wear armor. He found out what the cure was. He knows who has it, and now he's dead.
Dead.
So now,
Dead. They killed him until he died.
if you like Jim Rhodes, you'll like this book. Anyway, it's a real cool story. It's got Tony Stark and Jim Rhodes, and it's got the Kingpin. So check it out. Bucky Barnes number 9.
Man, come on. Why aren't you reading Bucky? Bucky's actually going on for a little while, too. Bucky's getting crazy, but we've got multiple Buckys. Old Bucky, young Bucky, Crossbones trying to kill old Bucky and young Bucky. Bucky trying to kill... starting to kill a queen, but decided to kiss her instead.
Hey, can't go wrong with that.
You can't.
Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier #9 is probably a favorite. Alex Scott does a great job with
Bucky's
that book.
like a space pimp.
I'm not going anywhere with that one. Deadpool Secret Wars #2. That's where Deadpool has inserted himself in the original Secret Wars and pretty much makes fun of everything in it. It's a cool, fun book. If you like Deadpool, if you read the original Secret Wars, you want to read that book.
Yes. It actually looks pretty funny, I have to admit.
There's also Magneto #19, Moon Knight #16, which Moon Knight, one of my personal favorites. Great book.
Sorry.
You still need to read Volume 1. I'll read OMAC if you read Moon Knight.
We might have something there.
So anyway, Moon Knight #16, Magneto #19 that takes place in the last 8 hours of the end of the Marvel 616 universe, the one as we know it. So also, Old Man Logan #2 comes out this week.
One of my favorite books that they have put out with the Secret Wars tie-ins. Old Man Logan, Master of Kung Fu, Planet Hulk.
Future
I keep
Imperfect.
hearing Future Imperfect.
Yes,
I need to
it
read
was
that.
awesome.
It gets pushed on me.
Can't wait till #2.
Inhumans.
Humans is
2
great.
was really good. What else? There's been plenty of things. One of the things I'm really looking forward to, I think this makes a good segue. Thors.
Thors from Jason, who can't do no wrong.
Aaron.
All grammar, misspellings, and mispronunciations aside.
Yes. I mean, Thor, Jason Aaron. Enough said. Plus, we've got this Thor core. And I'm kind of curious as to how all this came about. What's up with the Thor core?
Doom has the Thor Corps as a police. It's pretty cool in Battleworld.
God, Doom. For the love of Doom. Read it.
Yeah, they call him God Doom anyway. So, yeah, check it out. Old Man Logan #2, also Runaways #1, created by Brian K. Vaughan. You may have heard of from the Saga. Shout out to Caitlin there. So, Runaways #1 comes out.
Saga? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't mean either. So anyway, Runaways is about kids who are the sons and daughters of a villain group called the Pride, and here they are back again, the cult favorites. And then we have Squadron Sinister, where we have the Squadron Supreme, where there will be a death or two, major death or two in this book, supposedly, from what I'm hearing. But it's Mark Guggenheim. You may know him from Arrow and other. He's done a bunch of other stuff. But right now, he's heavily influencing the Arrow TV show. Yeah, DC's done Marvel. He's done a lot.
I think he wrote some Superman Batman issues pre-New 52.
He may have. Yeah. But anyway, Squadron Sinister, either way, Secret Wars books have all been impressive. I can't say one that's really been bad. For me, not yet. So, but, I'm sure there's one in there somewhere. Where it's kind of like, it's not that it's bad, it's just kind of like, nah,
I think between Marvel and DC, we've got a lot of cool books coming out.
A lot of cool books. All right, what's your pick of the week, Aaron? Real quick.
Out of this list, man, that's tough. I have multiple ones on this one. I'd definitely say Wonder Woman 41 is going to be a good read. And Superman Wonder Woman, that's Tomasi, man. Dr. Fate with Paul Levitz. Then we have Thors, Old Man Logan, Armor Wars, Bucky Barnes. I mean, it's too hard to choose one.
On the must-try list, I'm going to say Thor's #1. Robin, Son of Batman, and Justice League of America.
Oh yeah, Justice League of America.
That's my top 3. If you're looking for something to try that you don't normally read, try those.
I would probably just go with Justice League. If I have to pick one, you should pick up Justice League.
That's true. You get the best of all. Well, that's our new releases for this week, Aaron. Anything else you want to say as we close? Any words of advice for comic readers out there?
Have fun. Enjoy it. Don't let the thing weigh you down. We don't have any continuity to worry about right now either, which sometimes makes it confusing, but that's also part of the adventure, right?
That's right. All I'm going to say is eat your fruits and vegetables and dress warmly.
Take your vitamins and say your prayers, brother.
And train. Train lots.
Train lots.
I'm Daryl.
And I'm Aaron.
We're from Big Bang Toys, Comics, and Games at BobBigBang.com.
You got it.
Ain't no thing.